On the left, we have Lars. Lars, I'm loving this shirt, man. This looks great on video. And on the right, we have a professional baseball player, and we're just going to have some fun and kind of compare the swings. All right, here we go. So first, not sure if this is how you stand at the plate. Maybe it's because of the camera. I can understand that. All right, so let's see here. Let's kind of put this thing into motion. All right. Kind of a, all right, there we go. There we go. Starting to get ready. All right. So pretty good setup. Yep, pretty good. Let's take a look and see what happens. So a lot of loading up here with the legs, kind of like you're pitching. And it's a very common move by a lot of our kids on our team and at our age, in part because we're trying to get more power. We kind of bring this leg up and back. Again, very common move, Lars. Let me just show you what the professionals can do. And again, this guy on the right is getting paid millions of dollars. This guy on the left, not so much. Here we go. So you'll notice that he just kind of keeps that simple stride. So there's never a pitching type move. Okay. So we're going to try to keep that base more like more this way. Okay. We're going to try to keep that. All right. So hands, I'm seeing a little bit of separation in the hands. So we're going to work on that just a little bit. Let's get those hands together. And it's hard to tell, but it looks like you're really holding that bat hard. So just be mindful that you want to hold that bat like on a scale from 1 to 10, probably like a 3. So like you're holding a baby bird or some eggs that you don't want to break. Again, kind of hard to tell, but let's get those hands together and let's hold that bat kind of loose. All right. Here we go. Let's also then measure. Let's kind of put something on our. There we go. We'll call that kind of your start. Let's just kind of see what the head does, just for fun. We do this in all the videos. All right, so let's clear all this guy. Let's set him back again to the beginning. And what does his head do? All right, here we go. So Lars, see movement. Ooh, kind of really dipping down. Okay, half the team does this. All right, so you're in good company. Good company. But I'd like to keep that still. Let's watch our professional. It doesn't dip down at all. Okay, it goes a little bit forward. But not a lot of movement. So we're going to work on this not going down, all right? And that's a function of making this move here where we're kind of scrunching down an attempt to generate power. But you see what happens. It moves the head, and that's going to then make it harder for us to return the bat to where the ball is, okay? So that's a really big step, really big step. Let me clear this out. Really big step. So we'll take a look at maybe we might want to shorten that a bit. Again, if you come look at our professional, he's here and his step is not that big. And the reason for that is we want to really turn the hips. So what I want to watch here in this window is kind of your hips, okay? So do they turn or do they instead move towards the pitcher? I want turning, okay? So let's take a look. That's not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Nice turn. Another thing you're doing really well here, and you just naturally do it as an athlete, is you kind of stiffen up this front leg, which you'll notice over here. It'll eventually get there. So that looks really good. Let's see how quickly you move to the stiffening of that. Yeah. Might be a little soon, but I tell you, I'll take it. I'll absolutely take that. Now, while you've got a good initial hip turn, they do kind of stop turning right there, okay? The hips stop right there. And I want you to get completely off your right side. I want you to turn such that at impact or after, right now, your belt buckle, if you were wearing a belt, or your belly button, is facing here. And what I want is I want it facing out here. So let's continue to turn those hips, okay? Continue to turn those hips. Let's take a look again. So that big step is making it hard for you to fully turn, all right? So again, we're going to shorten that step, and then we're going to take that turn. I really like how you come into the ball. This looks really good. Now, I will say, and this is something that we're working on with every one of our kids, everyone, except for maybe Luke, but everyone. As we moved into the ball, let's watch the guy on the right. Notice where he is with his hands, okay? You'll notice that if he were to drop his bat, it would just fall on the back shoulder, okay? If you were to drop the bat, just drop it right here, it would fall. It would fall on your back foot. If he were to drop his bat, it would fall on his shoulder. So what's happening is when you slide, as you're sliding, you're going forward, and the bat is getting stuck back here, and then it's going to cause us to flip. We're going to throw our hands at it, okay? So we're going to shorten that step, and then we're going to try to then get our hands out in front of us, not trailing behind us, okay? And so you'll notice what happens with everyone. Now this actually is a really good position. I really like this. We're just going to make it even better. So it looks like you might be only one of two people on the team that is actually in a really good spot here. So the thing I'm really looking for, Lars, here is that gap. That looks really good. Now the hands aren't in the most strongest position. We're going to work on these hands being a little bit stronger. But all in all, I really like this. Really like this. Okay. I am sensing a little bit of, at impact here, a little bit of movement kind of back, where I just kind of need it to be kind of stiffer here. What I'm really looking for is, let me draw this line here, kind of some stiffness here from which we're rotating across. And you're pretty close here. Yeah, that looks pretty darn good. It's just that hip is going to stop turning. I want you to turn your entire body around this line. Okay, let's see what the rest of it looks like. You'll notice, see how you're starting to slightly come back, all right, slightly, okay? And your hand then comes off the ball, or the bat rather, off the bat, and that's because you've stopped turning. You're starting to come here, and then your right hand says, oh, I can't reach that far because my body's coming back. So that's why your hand comes off. And instead, it's a slight move. What I want is full extension, okay? With your body kind of wanting to get on that side of the line, where you're wanting to go a little bit on that side of the line, okay? So let's get off that right side, get completely off of it. And then if you'd hip turn, then your hands would have stayed on the bat. All right, so like such on the right. You can see his hand stays on the bat the whole time. And then you're looking a little bit up, and I want to be, you're looking up here. And you do this a lot, actually. I've seen a handful of videos. You're kind of looking up at the ball, and I want you to look down because this is where the impact was, okay? And we're just going to do that by, again, shortening that step. Let's shorten that step, and let's turn, and let's get completely off our right side, completely, so that we can keep our hands on the bat and then not look up, okay? A lot of stuff. We're going to help you with it. It's going to be fun. I'm excited that you're on the team, and that you're going to just continue to get better, and I'm going to love watching your progress. Well done, and let's have fun. Take care, buddy. Bye.